Hello and welcome to Kyle Gunner TV, and I'm doing the match reaction to Arsenal versus Forest. And at long last, for the first time this season, I feel like that we are unleashed and we are unchained. And before I get into it, please hit the like button as it helps support the channel, and please subscribe if you want to see more. Now, Arsenal 3, Forest 0. In my prediction, I predicted a 3-1 victory for Arsenal. I thought we would concede, but it looks like our defense held up and we did manage to score the goals. Now, going into this game, I was very harsh because I really wanted to see a performance. I know that Forest had, Postecoglou coming in and they might have gotten that new manager bounce. But for me personally, I really wanted to see something from the team and from the manager. I wanted to see a stamp our authority in the game. Despite the injuries to Saka, I thought that we would still have enough to go out there and win. And we did. We did. We showed grit. We showed that we can, play attacking football and keep our defense intact as well. First of all, before I get into that, Madueke. Madueke put in an absolute stellar performance. This was kind of his coming out party for Arsenal, feel, because he just imposed himself on the game. He he had Murillo on absolute toast. He just he just cooked. He cooked all game, and it's the type of aggression that we need from our wingers. He wasn't afraid. He didn't pass back, and he kept going again and again and again. And he was the most threatening player on the pitch. He was the man of the match for me. I don't think he ended up getting a goal or an assist, but he really imposed himself on the game, and he was a constant threat. I think that he created about five big chances, I'm pretty sure, and he was the one taking the corners as well. And he was taking some seriously dangerous in swinging corners from that side. He looks like he should be taking them instead. Like, I know Declan Rice didn't start the game, but his free kicks from that right corner were actually more effective than when Rice was taking him in the game before that, because they're in swinging corners, and he has that in his pocket, and I think we should be relying on that as well. So hats off to Madueke. If he continues like this, I'm really gonna have to make an apology video, because I did do a video on Madueke saying that I thought it didn't make any sense, but it looks like I'm kind of in the mud, but I'm happy that I'm in the mud because I want this to continue. Because if we want to win this league, we're gonna need performances like this. We're gonna need him in to cover for Saka, and we're gonna need him to start some of the other competitions, the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, because I want to win those trophies as well. And if that's the type of quality that we have as squad depth, we're cooking. And on another person I want to talk about as well is Mascara. Mascara came in for Saliba, and you literally didn't notice that he was missing. Mascara, it's actually kind of scary how comfortable he is. He's playing with Gabriel as a partnership like they've been playing together for the last 2 years. Like, they just know he just knows where he needs to be. There is no, mi- pardon, there is no miscommunication between him and Raya, or miscommunication between him and Gabriel. He just played, and he made some really good stops, and he knows how to progress the ball as well, how to get it to the midfield. So, like, and I think he was about 18 million pounds. Like, that's an absolute steal. So I need to shout out him as well. I also want to shout out Calafiori, because Calafiori is one of the unsung heroes of the season so far. I think he's gone up another level this season. I don't know if it's because he was always like this and he just needed some adjustments, or the injuries from last season really stopped him from getting into the groove, but he's really playing like he has something to prove this season. And he's really like, he just he just plays how he wants to play. I don't want to, like, I know we like to say that sometimes. I think Arteta keeps the shackles on, but Calafiori is unleashed. He's just all over the place. He's in the midfield. So sometimes he was on the right wing, helping Madueke progress the ball up there. So yeah, it's I need to shout it out. And he was actually the guy that for our second goal hit the ball over the top for Eze to hit it into Gyökeres. And it's the second time he's kind of made those a really nice long ball over the top on that left hand side, because he did that for Gyökeres early in the season where Gyökeres scored his first goal. So yeah, I need to big shout out to Calafiori. Also, we can't not talk about Martin Zubimendi, because Martin Zubimendi, he scored a screamer from the corner and he scored a header, and and I think and he's able to set the tempos for the game, and he is going to be probably one of the most underrated signings of the season. I know because of the way he was revealed over the in the January transfer window last year at towards the end, that we got the here we go, and then we kind of it was just dragging on in the summer transfer window, so we really didn't really get to celebrate him, but he's he's turning out to be a fantastic player. And it was Eze's debut as well, and Eze got his assist. I think Eze, even though Madueke stole the show, I felt like we should have played more to the left a little bit more, because Eze definitely every time he got the ball, he had something to say, and he ended up getting that assist. And it's so good having attackers on that right hand side and on the left, just having being able to attack from both sides is just so underrated. And of course, Gyökeres got his goal, and it's the type of goals that we desperately were not scoring last season. You know, just cut back into the box, someone's just there to tap it in, and it's exactly the type of goals that I think that we bought Gyökeres for. We need that striker's instinct, and he provides that. I don't really care how many touches he has, and I don't care like how he the type of like his hold up, like obviously his hold up play and link up play is good, but like at the end of the day, I want my striker to be in the right spots to score goals, and that's what Eucharist has done, and we need to continue to do that. Just to talk about, I need to talk about Ethan Waneri as well. Odegaard got injured. He landed on that same shoulder that he landed on at the start of the game, and Waneri came in, and you didn't notice Odegaard was missing. You know, Waneri slotted in perfectly, and it just speaks to the squad depth of this team. When I you talk about the players that didn't start today, Saka didn't start, Havertz didn't start, Saliba wasn't there, Rice didn't even start, and Odegaard got injured and he was gone after 15 minutes, and we still looked like a very strong team. I think the business that we did in the summer transfer window really kind of we're really seeing the fruits of that, because last year if these players were here, and they weren't, because we saw what happened when we had the big injury list last season. We weren't able to handle a team like this. Like we weren't able to handle games like this, you know, and we really didn't feel it. And I think this type of performance kind of gives me hope, and I think it should give all of us hope that we're actually going to do some great things this season, because we have the team. And if Arteta is going to, play like this against these teams, take the shackles off and actually do something. We've conceded one goal all season, and that was a really good free kick from Soboslai, which all the credit to him. But we're not conceding goals, and we're starting to increase our chances from open play, our XG from open play, and we're starting to cook. And we need to continue to do this. And these are the teams that we need to be winning against. These are the games that we need to be imposing ourselves against, because it's all well and good to have a really good record against the big six, but we all know that our kryptonite for the past couple of years have been, you know, dropping points against teams like this, Fulham, like these types of teams, West Ham, these types of teams where you don't impose yourselves and win the game, is the games that we it kind of bites us at the back end of the season. So I'm really, really happy with the win. I'm really happy that Arteta kind of took the chains off this game and he got it right. I'm really happy with our squad depth. I'm really happy with Madueke. I need to a shout out to him again, and I really hope that he continues to kind of impose himself. And really, I hope that he forms a little bit of a rivalry with Saka and even pushes Saka to new heights. So yeah, really, really happy with this win, and I really looking forward to what comes next for the rest of the season. But anyway, that's it from me. And as I said before, if you want to support the video, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And I'll see you next time.